season. So that is good. So 2 first week is for the Capricorns, and the 2 last week is for the Aquarians. So as you get to the week of the 12th until the 19th, then you will feel much better. Okay, the 2 first weeks can be heavy for you, Leos. All right, let's see. So in the first house, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is an Aquarian person. A lot of you Leos is dealing with an Aquarian person. This can be a man or a woman. In the second house, I see there was some sort of a regret surrounding you and this Aquarian person, but you're letting it go. A whole lot of regret surrounding money. This is in your second house. So there was regret surrounding money. In the third house, I see the energy of the Six of Pentacles. I see you are maybe have to help out an Aquarian person financially. I see this energy is coming up. So you Leos and an Aquarian person could have been in some sort of a financial connection where you both was financially, you could have had a joint account or that sort of a thing. You could have lost a lot of money because of this person. So that is coming out. So we see the energy of the Seven of Swords, okay? And there was a lot of deceptiveness surrounding a house. They're now finding out what you Aquarians and you Leos and an Aquarian have done surrounding a house. They find out some sort of a lies and deceptiveness surrounding you Leos and an Aquarian surrounding a house. They're finding this out. So yes, the energy of the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords. Yeah, energy of the Four of Swords. I see a lot of you Leos having a lot of legal issues surrounding some sort of a false document surrounding a house. It was as if you and this Aquarian, you, an Aquarian and a Libran, formatized and created some sort of a legal document surrounding a house. They recognize that this house is not for you. The truth is coming out because a Virgo is going to be speaking the truth. A Virgo, a Sagittarian, a Gemini, or a Pisces is now speaking the truth that the house is not for you, Leo. So in the month of January, I see whoever this person is coming up as a Sagittarian, a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Pisces is going to be speaking the truth that the house is not for you, Leos, okay? So we have the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, a lot of people are now finding out that the house is for a Queen of Pentacles. They now recognize that you, Leos, lied about the house, that you had this house was yours. They recognize that you had someone else's house documentation and information and lied about it, okay? They recognize that you and an Aquarian person created a fraud surrounding a house. Yes. So the energy of the Magician is coming in because of some of you Leos and a Scorpion is having some sort of a problem. And the Scorpion spirit guides is going to be helping the Scorpion to get out of this problem. There was lies and deceptiveness. And whatever this lies and deceptiveness is and was, especially some sort of a secret affair, a whole lot of secrecy that you Leos was holding is coming out. So yes, a lot of you Leos was looking for some sort of a new start in another place or another city, and you were trying to use someone else's documentation. You wanted to create burdens for a Capricorn person. You were using a Capricorn person identification. They now recognize what you and Aquarian person have done. So you were trying to create a lot of burdens surrounding work for another person, and now they're finding out and seeing the truth that you Leos was not speaking the truth. So the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, was the Nine of Cups. A lot of you Leos recognizing that like your opposite sign is an Aquarian person. I see a lot of you Leos could be hooking up with an Aquarian person. I see a lot of you Leos. There is something surrounding a government institution, organization, And what I see is that this Capricorn person is going to be regaining what you Leos have stolen. Okay, you Leos was trying to step into the shoes of a Capricorn person and was using a Capricorn person identification, or was pretending to be a Capricorn person. They were trying to switch the destiny of a Capricorn person to give to you Leos. And that is not going to be happening, because I see people are now putting the puzzle together. You were trying to create a lot of chaos for a Capricorn person. They now recognize that you and an Aquarian person have lied. Yes. So this energy of the Three of Pentacles, they now recognize that you Leos had collaborated and work with other people. I see a Pisces person is collaborating with a group of people to speak the truth. That is definitely a Pisces person is going to be collaborating with a group of people to speak the truth. To tell these group of people that you are not the owner of a house. Okay, so a Pisces person is now finding out the lies and deceptiveness of you Leos and an Aquarian person. Okay, so the truth, whoever this Capricorn person is standing their grounds and is speaking up the truth. And I see that a Pisces person is going to be collaborating with some sort of a government institution, organization, and is going to be speaking up the truth against you, Leo, because of some sort of a false documentation that you Leos are carrying. They recognize the energy of the Seven of Swords. So I see protection. I see someone, this is a Pisces, a Sagittarian, is going to be speaking the truth about this person. And is going to be protecting this person. It's coming up as a Capricorn person. There is some sort of a protection for a Capricorn person against you, Leo, because they recognize that you, Leo's lied. So there is some sort of a government institution documents, that sort of a situation, what was going on. I don't know. I just had to shuffle these cards. So, deceptiveness is in the 12th house. So, you Leos and a Cancer created some sort of a fraud. And they're now finding out what was happening and what was transpiring. Okay, I see a Sagittarian person is going to be walking away. What should we know about this? All right, so red lipstick stain. So Leos, if you go back and look at the Aries reading, you Leos that is connected with the Aries, they recognize that you work in a sex shop. They are recognizing that you're carrying details and information of someone else and you work in a sex shop. Yes. Keeping a promise. A lot of you are trying to keep a promise to someone. Okay. So I don't know what is going on, but a lot of you Leos are trying to keep a promise to someone. But whoever you're keeping this promise to is walking away. Whatever the reason is, this person is walking away from you. Yeah, so love story, once upon a time. And whatever this love story is, it's not going to be working out, okay? So this love story, I see a Virgo is going to be telling you Leos that it's over. Some of you Leos that wanted to work at an issue or a situation with a Virgo, they're going to be telling you that it's over. They no longer want, they have moved on to a Taurus. So whoever is dealing with a Virgo, you want to return to this Virgo is no longer interested. This Virgo has moved on to a Taurus and is happy with a Taurus, okay? So they recognize that you Leos lied, and you Leos together with an Aquarian is trying to burn some evidence. They recognize that you Leo and an Aquarian lie and did something, and now you're trying to burn some sort of evidence in order to get out of something, okay? So a lot of you Leos, they're now finding out, they now recognize that you Leos have been doing drugs. And it is as if you and a Gemini was hooking up doing drugs. You and an Aquarius had hooked up and was doing drugs. They're finding this out. There is something like a camera in your house, Leo. And they're now recognizing that you, Leos, and an Aquarian hook up and did drugs together, deceptiveness, the Seven of Swords. For some of you, Leos, is a Cancer. For some of you, Leos, is an Aquarian. That you and this Aquarian person hook up and did drugs and was trying to burn evidence that you guys have. There's something about you, Leos, and an Aquarian, okay? So, yeah, someone is going to be picked up. Police! Police! Listen. The Leo that had collaborated with an Aquarian person, the investigators have evidence. So you and an Aquarian around the Christmas hook up and was doing drugs together. The police have evidence. Okay, I don't know. I know exactly who this is. So there is an Aquarian, there is a Leo person that hook up with an Aquarian person. This Leo person work in a sex club, sex shop. They sell themselves. You are the one that the Aquarian gets the sexual disease from. You work in a sex club. Yeah, the red lipstick. And you thought that you and this person had some sort of a love story. Wow. Police. Ooh, child. Police. Yeah, burning the evidence. Burning the evidence. Julius was trying to burn the evidence. Julius and an Aquarian is on drug. You thought that you have a love story with this Aquarian. Julius and this Aquarian have done crime. Whether this is the first time or not, Julius tried to burn the evidence. So over the Christmas or so, Julius, together with this Aquarian, hook up and was doing drugs. The police have evidence on Julia and an Aquarian. There it is. And this is really a Leo and an Aquarian. The police have drugs on you guys. They have evidence of what went on in a house that you and an Aquarian hook up and did drugs. You guys tried to burn the evidence and get rid of the evidence, but they have already have the evidence on you people. So the Pisces give a Pisces person, yeah, is working in collaboration with the law and is giving you, Leos, and the Aquarian up. Yeah, you, Leos, and an Aquarian is on drugs. The police is aware. Police! So this police is coming up. Someone is going to be picked up the end of the month. It's a group of people. You, Leos, that collaborated with an Aquarian to do drugs. That did crime together, burning of the evidence. Police! Hey. Yep. There it is. Yeah, so this Aquarian man, whoever this Aquarian man is, this Aquarian man, a lot of you, Leo, is connected to an Aquarian man or a Libran man. For some of you is an Aquarian man, for some of you is a Libran man. Whoever this Aquarian man or this Libran man is going to be finding out that you, Leos, have something to do with sex shop or prostitution. Okay? This man is going to be finding out. Yeah, here it is, Leos. I can't lie. They now recognize that legal documents that you, Leos, are carrying is illegal. It is not your legal documents. Okay, so the Four of Swords and the Thief is that in your house, Leo. Okay, especially Leo that had collaborated with an Aquarian and a Libran. They recognize that an Aquarian person was the one who gave you some legal documents of someone else. So they have evidence on you, Leo. So you, Leos, have some sort of a legal documents that is not yours. Yes. So an Aquarian person is now very worried. Yeah, keeping a promise. An Aquarian person is trying to keep in some sort of a promise, the energy of the Fool. For some of you, it could be a Sagittarian person that is trying to keep some sort of a promise. This person can't keep the promise as they promise you. Because this person is trying to keep a promise, but the truth came out. Okay? Yeah. So here we have the energy of a lot of emotions surrounding a whole lot of money. A lot of you Leo young men are losing a whole lot of money, but not only that, is recognizing that someone you were in a relationship is in some sort of a prostitution. Red lipstick. Okay, for some of you men, you have been having an affair. This affair is going to be coming out in the month of January. A lot of you men could be finding out that your partner had an affair. Yeah, so they're coming down because a Virgo man is going to be telling the truth. There is some of you Leos was in a relationship with a Virgo man, a Sagittarian man. This is what the Sagittarian man now find out. And this Sagittarian man is trying to keep the secret. But I don't think this person can keep the secret for any longer. When we look at a Gemini person, you Leos that was hooking up with a Gemini person, they recognize that you and this Gemini person was doing drugs. So some of you Leos was drugging out with a Gemini person. Some of you Leos was drugging out with an Aquarian person. Or some of you Leos is going to be finding out that an Aquarian and a Gemini was hooking up and drugging out together, okay? So whoever this man is, Pisces, Sagittarian, Gemini, is going to be speaking the truth about a love affair and is going to be telling the truth that you guys tried to burn the evidence. Okay, it is information that you guys stole from a Capricorn person, because the burden and the 10th house is now over. You people stole some sort of a document that was for a Capricorn person. Yes, a Capricorn person, house or business information. So they're now finding out that you Leos have not been speaking the truth, because you Leos work in the prostitution. This person is a high professional person. They now recognize that you Leos was using someone else's identification and information and address, and they're now finding this out. I see you Leos are trying to get rid of the documents, but the police and the government is already on you Leos and have the evidence. Okay. So I see a Taurus woman here is now finding out that some of you Leos was hooking up with someone and doing drugs. A Taurus woman could be finding out that you Leos and her husband was hooking up and doing drugs. A lot of you Leo women, they're going to be finding out that you and other people were hooking up and doing drugs. So if you're someone who does drugs, so they're now going to be finding out that information, yeah, that you Leos have lied. The information and the documents is not yours. They're finding out that you Leos could have lied on a Capricorn person, saying that this person do drugs, this person doesn't do drugs. Okay. And you could have lied on this person that they did drugs and whatever and signed for some sort of a documentation. And this Capricorn person is now showing you up Leos, because no, Capricorn, if Capricorn is on drugs, they grew up on it and they have to use it, especially if they're in the sex industry. Okay, Capricorn people don't like drugs. Capricorn people like to be normal and have a normal sense of ability. Okay, so they're going to be finding out that you use a Capricorn person. Yes, a family is on the investigation. An Aquarian family is on the investigation. There is in the house of the Aquarian, the police. The police is going to be coming down on an Aquarian family. They find evidence. Whoever you Leos are that is connected to an Aquarian family or connected to an Aquarian, they find evidence. People in authority is happy. Yeah, they're going to be picking up an Aquarian or a family member of the Aquarian. Someone give up Yeah, they're onto this Aquarian family. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this Aquarian family was trying to throw away some sort of evidence, and they now found out. Police is onto an Aquarian family. Yeah, especially you Leos that is connected to an Aquarian family, that you and this Aquarian family did criminal offense and fraud. Okay. All right. So yeah, deceptiveness. Yes, they're finding out that you Leos created some sort of a fraud with an Aquarian, and that an Aquarian provide you with drugs, or yeah. So they're now finding out something. Now, for some of you Leos, yeah, they're finding out that some of you Leos do drugs. Okay. And if you're a Leo man that is in a relationship with an Aquarian, you're going to be finding out that this person is also on drugs. So we have Leo women and Leo men. Okay. So the energy of the Magician, yeah, someone is going to prison. Someone is going to prison. All right. Someone is going to prison. Yeah. Someone is going to prison. So you Leos, a Capricorn family is going to be happy to find, yeah, they found out that you Leos and Aquarian person tried to burn some sort of evidence. Okay. The energy is like people in authority is happy to catch you Leos that was collaborating with an Aquarian family. Okay. So yeah, the energy of the living room. So I see a Pisces. Yeah, this is a Pisces, a Sagittarian, or a Virgo. And there it is. There's a Pisces, a Sagittarian, or a Virgo who is going to speak the truth. Whoever the Pisces, Sagittarian, or Virgo is that is going to be speaking the truth, they're now finding out, because it's like the police is onto this family. It's like people in authority is now gathering evidence. People in authority is now recognizing that you Leos have is trying to get rid of some sort of a fraud. An Aquarian family and you Leos are trying to get rid of some evidence, but it's like government already have this evidence. They already put the puzzle together. So somebody is going to go to the gevangenis. So let's see who is going to go. Yeah, you Leos, yeah, Leos that was doing some sort of a fraud is going to go to prison. Okay. All right, let's look into this house, because they found legal documents that is not yours in your house, Leos. Okay, and that is under the Leos that work in a sex industry, red stain, trying to keep some sort of a promises. Yeah, a man is now very worried. All right, they now found out that you Leos was lying. You Leos had collaborated with a man and was doing a lot of crime. Yeah, yeah. You Leos, together with an Aquarian person who is on drugs, try to get rid of the evidence. You Leos had some sort of a documentation of a Capricorn house, because this is in the 10th house, and the house is here, and they're showing up that the house is for a Capricorn person. And here's this Capricorn woman is now showing up what exactly was going on. So there is a lot of especially Leos that yeah, someone is going to prison. Yeah, they're going to catch someone with drugs. Who is this? They are going to be catching someone with drugs. Yeah, the prison. They're going to be catching someone with drugs. Let's see. Yeah, they're investigating. Yeah, someone is going to prison. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness there. Ooh, Leos, someone is going to prison. All right, they caught You Leos, they find out that you're false. I see a whole lot of sadness. Police, the prisoner is in the 8th house. Police, the theft is in your house. Okay, so there was a crime that you Leos have carried out, and they're going to be investigating you Leos. Police, you Leos are going to be going to prison. Okay, they found out that you Leos are false and create some sort of a false situation, and you Leos are going to go to prison. Yeah, they're investigating. Yeah, the thief, legal documents was stolen. They're now finding out. So in your house, Leos, there is the thief of legal documents, the 4 of Swords. You Leos and a liberated man, is going to be caught up in a crime. False documentation, fraud documentation, and they're going to be catching you Leos. Wow. Okay. Tomorrow. Ha! All right, let's see. What is the time span for these Leo? What is the time span for these Leos? What is the time span for these Leos? What is the time span? Time span for these Leos? What is the time span for these Leos? Okay. When you let go, Leos, a lot of you Leos are very worried. When you let go, that's when the worries is going to be over. Okay. When you let go, that's when the worries is going to be over. Okay, this Kathye. So who is going to prison and when? Who is going to prison and when? I don't know, a lot of you Leos who is living or in a relationship with an Aquarian person, Aquarian young woman. This person is on drugs. Okay. All right, this person, tell us. Who is going to prison and when? An Aquarian person is going to go to prison in a few weeks. In a few weeks. In a few weeks. In a few weeks. Okay, so Leo, someone around you, could be you Leos, a Scorpion, an Aquarian, or a Taurus, is going to go to prison in a few weeks. So this is coming up in January. So someone, okay, because someone is trying to get off, but someone is going to be held with drugs. So Leos, it could be you or an Aquarian man or woman, a Scorpion, a Taurus. Okay. And in a few weeks, this is going to be happening. Okay, police. All right, so the police is onto a family. They're trying to get rid of the evidence. Police is on a family. They're trying to get rid of the evidence. Police is onto a family. And it's a Mercedes-Benz. And police is onto a family. See this. Next full moon. All right, so the police is now onto a family. The police is investigating a family. Next full moon, this family is going to be picked up. And it has something to do in some sort of a connection with burning evidence and drugs charge. Okay? Burning evidence and drugs charge. Okay? And that's going to be happening in the full moon. Okay, so there is a Taurus. You Leos and a Taurus. So have some sort of a love affair, but the Taurus recognize that at nighttime. Yeah. So I see that you Leos, your pimp, you Leo seems to have a pimp. Someone who make appointments for you in the night. Okay, so I see you Taurus, you Leos are working with a Taurus, and yeah, you make appointment for this person. I don't know, prostitution is coming up into these reading at night. So they're going to be finding out that you Leos have been hooking up at night, and it's as if a Taurus is your pimp. So this Taurus person is the one that makes the appointment, and you go hook up with people in the night. Oh dear Lord. So in the fall, the energy of the red lipstick stain means someone is cheating or someone is in the sex industry. They're finding out something about a Libran man. This Libran man is in the upright. So this Libran man could be helping people out. This is going to be happening in the fall. So this Libran man who could have given you Leo some sort of information, legal document of someone else's house. This person could be picked up in the fall because they're finding out that this person is a false person also. So there's a Libran man that is connected to something and is going to be picked up in the fall. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for an issue to resolve, Leo. Okay, especially Leo that gotten themselves in some sort of a fraud is really coming up as Leo who got themselves in some sort of a fraud using a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person data or information, their family information, okay? And I don't want to go over the time, but Leos who are, who is connected with drugs and that sort of a thing, you're going to be picked up, especially Leos who collaborated and is in some sort of a relationship with an Aquarian person, because they're finding out that an Aquarian young woman is under the influence of drugs. I don't know who this person is and how this person comes up. I hope that this helped. Please remember to like and share the extended horoscope coming out. Namaste.